So in the previous video we saw about energy and types of energy, that is electrical energy and thermal energy. Now we are going to see about conductors and insulators. So what are conductors and insulators? Materials that conduct heat or electricity are known as conductors. Materials that do not conduct heat or electricity are known as insulators. Insulators and conductors have many useful functions. So now we are going to see about thermal conductors and thermal insulators. Materials that allow heat to pass through them easily are called thermal conductors. Metals such as aluminium, copper, steel, and iron are all good thermal conductors. For example, we saw the previous video where I boiled water in the gas stove. I used a steel utensil just like this to boil water. So it transferred heat from the stove to the vessel and boiled the water. This is a very good example for thermal conductor. Thermal conductors can be useful when it is necessary to cool things down or heat them up quickly. A metal saucepan, for example, allows heat to transfer quickly to the food inside it. Now we are going to see about thermal insulators. Materials that prevent heat from passing through them are called thermal insulators. A good thermal insulator will keep cold objects cold for a long time and hot objects hot. A very good example for this is our flask. So when we pour hot water inside our thermal flask, it keeps the water hot throughout the day. And another example is the previous video I boiled water in an utensil, steel utensil. So to bring the steel utensil down from the gas stove, we usually have a cloth beside us to bring the utensil down. So it cuts the heat energy. So let's see some of the examples for thermal insulator. Some of the examples are fabric. Some of the example are fabric just like this, that is wool or cotton, and clothing, carpets and curtains are example for everyday thermal insulators.